The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Brissett now. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Brissett going to move him around here. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. A give up the middle to Gibson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Brissett. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And it's 3-0 Washington. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. You talk about this Washington defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Play action. Here's Hurts. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. The Eagles at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A run for the former Seahawk. It's Rashad Penny. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They go play action with Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this off to Swift. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. You talk about this Washington defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
63.
Throwing is Hurts. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. He will have the conversion and more than that. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-point lead. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
23 yards the pickup there.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. A good pickup there at 22.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Brissett on first down. And returns it right back to Samuel. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To throw, Brissett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, trying to be that open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. He'll buy some time right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jacoby Brissett, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have retaken the lead.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
Touchdown! Philadelphia!
Close Watkins.
69 yards.
And the Eagles have moved out in front.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Brissett. And his throw is incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to catch passes with people trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have. The pass he should have caught.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, Brissett.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I tell you what, 3rd and 10, you look over, and you've got that punt team getting loose on the sideline. So that puts added importance on this play. You certainly don't want to see them on the field. And after a couple of incompletions, 3rd time's the charm as they get the hook up here and pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Through the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have yet again retaken the lead.
And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
This is Smith with the ground.
Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
63.
On first down, Hurts.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
On second down, Swift.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Brissett going to move him around here. On first down, right back to Gibson. And this is going to be a Commanders first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
First down, Brissett. And that's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Samuel going to go in motion right.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd.
Complete, it's Dotson.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A first down throw for Brissett. Flush to his right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Okay, so the penalty on the outside for illegal touching, and they'll have to come back and try it again.
Brissett now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the
Both
coast
these teams
now to
making
Orlando.
their final
That's where we
halftime
find Jonathan
adjustments.
Coachman.
We're just about ready to get back
Sports
to football.
report.
So for the call
Coach.
of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
One of my own teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
My, if maybe that ball's 2 yards shorter, it's going to give them the lead because you had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Yeah, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Brissett now. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to pull that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. Trying to lay one up deep.
And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on there. That would have been a good play, but he could not pull it in.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Now Hurts changing up the play.
They'll set up a throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A give running right, Gibson.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They go to man that time, man. They're putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Well, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Slot man moves right. They run out of the gun with Swift. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 1st and 10, Brissett. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Play action now. Brissett. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The partner guaranteed that folks is part of the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he'll be out right at the 35. They'll still lead to a 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the 1st down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. On the return is Ward. We'll go as a 42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now Hurts going to move him around. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
In motion right is Smith. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
past the 20.
And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 9.
It's a gain of 35.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. And now an audible here into something else. Second down, here's Hurts. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. They go play action with Hurts. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Arnold.
Well, they certainly didn't get what they wanted on that play. That means it's a big-time decision on what you call on fourth down.
Absolutely, because a field goal here doesn't do him much good. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on the play of the game now, 4th and goal. Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Commander defense able to hold. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around the bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. The
Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Here's Ward to return. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
This is 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Commander's first down, and that should just about do it.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the second half, that has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time pouring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. They were so close. Yeah, this one's going to linger for a little while as they try and diagnose this loss.
So for Washington, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
Run it back. Run it back, 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 run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. Love everything I ever wanted, want it back.